What's up, true believers? John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. Got a link below to my newsletter. If you sign up, you get a free graphic novel from me. And if you want to support the channel, want some great indie comic reading, go grab Clockwork Dancer #2, my new release, #1 new release at that. And a lot of fun. This series is good. If you love steampunk, if you love like some historical fiction that, has a little bit of a fantasy twist to it, this will be a great one for you. It's got a lot of action, got a really in-depth story, cool characters, definitely something you'll enjoy. I'll put that link in the description below also. I do like reporting on some indie comic book news because I feel like the indies really don't get enough attention as it is. And one that I've really been paying attention to since their inception is Bad Idea Comics. I had an interview with Dinesh Shandasani, who is their purveyor, and he was also the purveyor of Valiant Comics before they got sold also. He took that Valiant and really just made it from a company that was cool in the 90s and everybody kind of forgot to something new and something awesome, and he had a wonderful list of creators along with him. Well, he brought a lot of those creators over to Bad Idea. You have great writers like Matt Kindt and Robert Venditti, and you've got great artists like Louis LaRosa and Doug Braithwaite, people who are just amazing, and I have promoted a lot on the channel also. And so I've been very happy about this. They had an interesting rollout with their release where everything was going to be limited. They originally were only going to sell to 50 different shops across the country, distribute it themselves. They had a lot of issues along the way. They call it Bad Idea for a reason because they really are going out there and just trying new things, trying to innovate, trying to be different. And there were some hiccups with the first launch. And that first book, I unfortunately had to sell mine because I couldn't I couldn't justify keeping it. It became so rare and so hot that it just jumped on eBay big time. Now, the subsequent issues didn't do that so much, which is great because I'd rather just read the books and keep them, as I'm here to read, not really here to flip as a speculator. But it caused a little hiccups and stirs at the beginning of things, but it did get them a lot of buzz at the same time. When I went to my comic book shop, they had, for their first book, a line out the door for people trying to get it. And I haven't seen anything like that since the Image days. So good stuff on that level. The stories have been high quality. They've been a lot of fun. And this last week, they've been going around saying that they are closing up shop and that this is going to be the end of Bad Idea. This is going to be their final 5, quote, that they're doing. So they have this whole frequently answered questions on here. And I don't know what to make of this because so many of their promotional campaigns have been kind of trolly, kind of shock jockey, kind of lousy, and very odd all the way around. There's been good ideas and there's been bad ideas involved in that. And this is another one where I'm just like, I'm a bit skeptical about this. But they claim now that they've got their first 2 kind of titles almost wrapping up for a miniseries, and then they've got a couple one-shots out also, that these final 5 are going to be it, that they've set out what they did to do, they're going to be gone. And I just have trouble believing that. From what I understand of Dinesh, and I don't know him all that well, but he's really a comic guy. He is in love with comics. He wants to keep making comics. He wants to have fun with this. He wants to make money with this. And so I just can't see that with Bad Idea being exciting, the book's selling out, people really enjoying it, reviews have been positive of all their work, and I just don't see it ending for real. But, that's just me. And they say, wait, is Bad Idea over? Yes, we're afraid so. Despite our best efforts and your wonderful support, it must end. But notice how they phrase things here. Bad Idea as we know it must end. This is where I'm kind of getting, maybe it's a publicity stunt again to get people talking about it while they rebrand. Because if Bad Idea rebrands and then they realized, hey, wait a minute, this is over now and it's been a success, so actually it's a good idea, they could rebrand as Good Idea Comics, and I could totally see that coming because that'd be very funny. I would laugh, for one. Why has this happened? We've grown beyond anything we ever contemplated. Our hope was to start a small publisher, make comics on our terms, and hopefully a few like-minded misfits and troublemakers would read them. Try as we might to keep up with the growth, Bad Idea was never built to work this way. It's interesting because they did switch from their own distribution, which they were actively attempting to do, back to Diamond Comics, like a traditional publisher. So that has changed the way that things worked all the way around. And again, they actually asked, this is all for marketing. We assure you it is ending as we know it. Again, this phrasing in December. The final 5 is the last wave of books from Bad Idea. After that, it's all over. Now, it's all over is pretty definitive a statement, but they also go clear to say that it's from Bad Idea. So if they were rebranding the company, this would definitely fit with that, and it wouldn't be a technical lie. Pretty entertaining stuff. It goes on like this in the email for a while. Bleeding Cool, which is a gossip news website in comics, which you can't take anything they say seriously, believes that Bad Idea is not actually going to be over, that this is a publicity stunt. And, you know, I'm honestly on the same page as far as this goes. So, interesting thoughts. I'm curious as to what's going to happen here. I'm curious as to where they're going to go from here. And I hope these guys continue to make comics because Dinesh is wonderful. The editor, Warren Simmons, is wonderful. I love everything that Matt Kindt and Robert Venditti do. I love the artists also. And so it'd be a shame for this to actually end for real when they are being so successful. But we'll see how it goes. I'm happy to just report on something that's just a comic thing that's not a like weird drama thing for once. But I did, and here we are. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you're reading the Bad Idea comics. I try to review them as they come out. I'm a little behind on that just because I'm behind on my reviews in general. But I've enjoyed them so much. If you can go find ENIAC somewhere, highly recommend that. Same with the other title that they're coming out with, Tankers. Those are great stuff, and I hope you enjoy those along with me. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys soon.